put this stuff in. It must be maybe it's my capture card. I don't know. This is probably something I could have done with edit for time. Oh, don't show my birthday. Yes. There's gonna be plenty of time to make changes. It must be the Elgato. I guess often I change the information on that too, but usually it just sinks right into it.
Once there was an explosion, a bang which gave birth to time and space. Once there was an explosion, a bang which set a planet spinning in that space.
We're gonna have to probably play a little faster than this.
Once there was an explosion, a bang which gave rise to life as we know it. And then came the next explosion.
Sweaty clothes,
I don't know. Just gonna have to keep talking.
the routine that I've learned to understand.
How about now? I didn't even have it on. Okay, so that's not a good start. Let's see. Now, let me make sure that you can hear me. Yeah, okay. So, anyway, what I was saying was, and I probably failed already, is that I need to be very careful with the music. There is so much excellent licensed music in this game, and it's very it's kind of important it's important in the game itself. It adds so much depth and really sets the mood and the tone of the entire game. And I would rather not learn what a DMCA strike on Twitch is like, so I'm hoping I don't want to take it away from this cutscene, because it's kind of essential, and you're also going to hear a lot of the voices and stuff. But what I'm trying to do is at least cover as much of the music as I can. I think it's done for now. Of course, my mic wasn't on for the first 2 minutes of the song, so who knows what that's gonna do. So why am I here? Why am I playing Stranding? Well, it is, it's a little after midnight where I am on June 11th, but about 10 hours ago, about 10 hours ago, Summer Games Fest had a very, very awesome trailer that Kojima happened to sneak in after his kind of interview with Jeff Keighley, showing that they are going to release a Death Stranding director's cut, only for PlayStation 5 as far as I can tell. I don't know. I don't think they released any kind of date or anything, but I am very excited about that. There's a little bit of hype that I'm feeling right now, and so I figured why not use this opportunity to play a little Death Stranding. This is obviously the opening cutscene of the game. I think, because of the licensed music and the crazy story and how cinematic it is and how long the cutscenes are, some of this might not work well in the beginning as a streamed game, but I think after the game's over, the post game is something that's really nice to stream. So let's go ahead and pick up our things here. See if I can remember how to do it. Got to hold on to it. Oh wait, there we go. And it'll come back to me. Oh, this isn't even mine, I think, but I'm gonna grab it anyway. So one big thing about this game for me was this was my go-to game during the pandemic, when as soon as we hit lockdown, this was the one game that I knew I had to play, I had to experience. And the melancholy mood that this game gives you, or at least gave me, just helped me kind of find a calm way to deal with this hysteria of the pandemic and being stuck inside my house with my wife and kids, who I don't mind certainly being stuck in the house with, but just having those anxieties about getting sick, about anyone else in my family getting sick, my parents getting sick, things like that, and just all the other things, worrying about losing my job, and all the other worries that I was experiencing. This game helped me find a certain calmness, and there's something that's so useful about this game. The message in this game is so useful to help you deal with the things that were happening at that time and happened over the course of the next year. So I've always returned to this game in my thoughts whenever I think about dealing with the pandemic, dealing with mental health, and finding a way to kind of give yourself a nice self-check and keep yourself, healthy and healthy mentally and happy. Also, the story is batshit crazy, and I love it. Some of these scenes I might just let play out, but there is an extensive amount of cutscenes. It is a Kojima game, so.
I think they're gone. What the hell? Didn't mean to grab you so hard. Tears. A chiral allergy. So, you have dooms, like me.
I've got the extinction factor, but I think you got me beat.
What's your level? You can see them, right?
No, but I can sense them.
Level 2, then.
What are you doing here?
Trying to stay dry. Same as you. Time falls let up. My name is Fragile.
Yeah, I've heard of you.
That right? Sam Porter Bridges. The man who delivers.
Sam's not the nicest guy. He doesn't like to be touched.
You want it? A crypto byte a day keeps the time fall away. Wanna come work for me? Must be tough out here on your own.
Yeah, I thought Fragile Express had plenty of people.
Plenty of traitors. Not much left of us now, save for a few honest folks. And on top of that, not much left of me either. Got soaked from neck to toe.
I can't help you with that. I make deliveries, that's all.
This is Bridges Central Dispatch. Freelance contractor Sam Porter Bridges. Receiver is standing by for drop.
Headed into town. Watch yourself. Those things never stay gone for long. The time full fast forwards whatever it touches. But it can't wash everything away. The past just won't let go. I'll see you around. Sam Porter Bridges.
The whole timefall concept it's very important to the storyline, but it's the hardest thing to kind of buy into about this game. So the game is essentially a delivery guy simulator, but it is so much more than that. Basically, the entire game, you walk around. Sometimes you can fly around, sometimes you can use some other vehicles and so forth. And the idea is to get packages from one place to another. And there's certain physics mechanics that are in the game that make things easier, harder, or just more interesting, I guess. Grab it. Grab it. Sam, grab it. What are you doing? There you go. Oh, music. I forgot music. Okay, hold on. Yes, we do not want to. So why don't we just do this? Let's see. So if I just talk over this again, this is going to be an interesting learning experience. Unfortunately, what I don't want to learn about how you get in big trouble for, playing licensed music. Central Knot City is not where I'm going though. But let's go and get it anyway. Just for fun. We'll pick it up. I don't hear any music, so I think we're safe for now. But I will just I'll just keep maintaining this until we get to the little depot over here. Let's see, while I'm walking, let me see if this actually... Nope, still there. Okay, go away, go away, go away, go away. You hear nothing, you hear nothing. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure this is something that can be done. Well, see, my feeling is always that if you're going to license a game, license music for your game, that you are doing so. Oh, come on, no. There we go. Stand up, stand up. There you go. What I was saying was, you kind of, when you license music for a game, you know that people are going to be playing it, that there's going to be videos on the internet, that's going to be here on Twitch, that those licensed songs should be risk-free if they're in your game. So that's my hope, That's my hope. But I'm not gonna stream the whole game. This is basically just a one-off. I feel like I said before, that this would be awesome to stream once the story's over, and I'm, if I wanted to go for all the S ranks of deliveries and stuff, that really would be, I think that would be kind of a nice experience. But as far as the whole story and all the sections where Sam is entering new areas, and you have scenes like this with licensed music, I'm probably going to try to avoid most of that. I also don't like playing this game without being able to hear the music, because the music is such an important part of it. I see it as kind of like a character of the music, just as much as oh, I can't think of his name. This guy, Daryl. What the hell's the actor's name? I'm so sorry. Going completely silent here for a second. I can't think of it. Anyway, every actor who's done mocap for this game, who's done voiceovers for it, they play just as much of an important role as the music does in here. And one game carries about probably 90% of the weight in that not game, one band, and that band is called Low Roar, and the 90% of the music in here is from that band. But there's also a lot of other great artists. Incidentally, the one song that's not licensed in this game is Death Stranding by Churches, which is a disappointment. But there we got our first trophy.
Delivering cargo.
What took you so long?
And there's Mama.
Like the legend to come in late.
Had to wait out the storm. Lost my bike.
Sounds like you've been through the ringer. Luckily, our goods are in perfect condition. Well, you did keep us waiting, but everything else seems to be in perfect order, so great work. We'll be awaiting the next delivery.
So this is the results screen. Basically, you get graded on every single delivery you do, whether it's during the story or it's premium or regular deliveries you do outside of the story. You can't do premium deliveries unless you're playing on hard difficulty. And eventually, if you're going to play this game and want to go for the platinum, you're going to want to get 20 S ranks. We have an S rank here in every delivery category, and the categories are time sensitive, quantity, quality, and miscellaneous, I think. So you get rated on like how much weight you move, how many pieces you move, how fast you move it. There's certain, like the miscellaneous ones are go into a terrorist camp or a mule camp, which is basically the NPC enemies, and retrieve stolen items and bring it back and deliver it back to where it needs to go. And that's one of the like miscellaneous accomplishments. So along the way, you can also pick up lost packages, packages that are dropped by other players, and that will help your scores as well.
Special commission for Sam Porter Bridges. Priority 1.
So the stream audio sounds fine now. I'm gonna bring up my actual game audio here and listen to that and play and enjoy. We got a pretty big cutscene coming, but it's also going to teach us a little bit about how to deal with some of the supernatural elements of the game.
Igor, Bridges Corpse Disposal. Sam Porter, I presume? Right. Not the touchy-feely type. Documents said you had some kind of phobia.
Bridges corpse disposal? What happened?
Look, gotta get a move on. I'll explain as we go. Come on.
Yeah, songs by churches, but I don't think I've ever found the church's song in here, though. Must be in here somewhere. I was never able to find it. My original run.
He's got a date with the incinerator.
How long since he flatlined?
We don't know the exact TOD, but I'd say it's been upwards of 40 hours.
He wasn't quarantined.
Not sick. This is a suicide.
Oh, Jesus.
We're just lucky we found him at all. Got him on ice ASAP, but who knows when he'll go necro.
Where you taking him?
Closest incinerators to the north.
This route's crawling with BTs. Sure you can't use another?
I wish I could, but there's no time.
Then just burn the poor bastard right here.
They put all that chiralium in the air so close to town? Can't do it.
Better that than trying for the incinerator.
Hey, we can do this. We just need someone like you with dooms.
Well, he's already in the first stages of necrosis. If we don't hurry, this place is a crater.
So how about it? Can we count on you? Then Bridges hereby enters into a contract with Sam Porter.
Sam. Just Sam. And I can't spot BTs. Just sense them.
That's why we came prepared.
A bridge baby, huh?
With its help, and
BB!
stay one step ahead of them.
There he is.
Makes me feel like shit every time.
Well, you're plugging into the other side. Freaks me out, too.
Roll out!
It's a little too loud. So basically, if you didn't quite catch it, and if you don't understand what the premise is, in this kind of dystopian world, they basically, when you die, your body becomes kind of like a ticking time bomb.
You know, the world was different when
And
I was a
eventually
kid.
a dead body will explode
America is a
and
country.
leave a
Anybody can go
giant
anywhere and
hole
they damn well please.
in the
No
earth.
need for couriers
So,
yourself.
Whenever
had
anyone
highways,
actually does
airplanes.
die, they have to
Hell,
burn the body,
even visit
otherwise
other
they
countries.
have a lot of problems. Because the dead come back, basically,
Hard
as
to
these
imagine it now.
souls
You
wandering
can see the
the environment.
poked us full of holes.
and we will see a lot of
All
them.
recognition.
They're called
And if you
BTs.
were lucky enough to survive, the timefall came and washed you away.
Little baby in that little jar
Worlds of the
is
living and the
a bridge
dead all
baby, which
mixed
basically
together.
gives
And that's when
the
folks started
user a
pulling
link
up in the
to
city.
see
Couriers like
BTs
yourself got put up on a pedestal.
and monitor kind of the area around them. Let's see what else.
Son of a bitch. Rainbow!
Yeah, the body. Oh, the rainbow just means time fall. Rainbows in this game are upside down.
Incinerator. This guy's about to
And
Shit.
timefall, as you already
Cut to
know,
the BTs.
can like age you if it hits you. Also, timefall is a prime time to see lots of BTs. Also, a couple of the kind of supernatural
Engine
elements that
stalled.
Sam has talked about.
Those assholes got us right where they want us. Get us out of here.
I think they touched on it already.
Sam,
If he dies, he actually comes back to life. And he can
No,
sense BTs,
nothing.
but he can't see them himself. Also, the reason he doesn't like to be touched is because anyone who actually has physical contact with him will
BB
leave
must be
a
busted or something.
permanent mark on his skin. This is all just world building to get you into this environment, create a space where you can have this adventure and really connect with your work. That's time fall affecting the foliage there, making it die, grow old and die. I don't remember Sam wearing such a shiny outfit in the beginning.
Shit, they're here. I can't get you out! Sam!
Shut up. Don't even breathe.
Hey, Noob's mom. Thanks for stopping in. Playing Death Stranding, which means I'm watching about 45 minutes of cutscenes. The trailer came out, well, yesterday at this point, for the director's cut version of this game. It's going to be on the PlayStation 5. And it got me super excited about it, so I decided, why not play a few hours of this? don't know what shooting him in the head does, because now they have to burn that body too. Don't drop your BB. And that's a void out. Basically what happens to a body when it explodes. That's the final result. This is definitely an easy stream because I don't have to do too much. Because we got another probably 20 minutes of cutscene, but because I like to do things completely, I didn't want to start it after all the story bits were done. Pretty much the first teaser trailer, I guess you could say, that they released a couple of years before the game finally came out.
Bridges falling down, my fair lady.
this does kind of feel like a movie night. Yeah, it actually is. It's Norman Reedus, same actor who plays Daryl on The Walking Dead. He connected with Hideo Kojima, the developer who made this game, when they were working on a Silent Hills reboot that ended up being known as PT. About probably 2 or 3 years before this game was teased. As you can see, it is very strange, but... And here's Mads Mikkelsen. Lots of faces you might recognize in this game. So part of what Sam Porter Bridges is about is he can come back from an experience like that. He's very unique in this game, so he's going to be asked to do a lot of different things throughout the story, and that is the result
An explosion.
of that
Bang
void out
which gave
that we just
rise
saw.
to life as we know it. And then came the next explosion. An explosion that will be our last.
We'll see how these load screens go, because that's probably a good time to talk. So, the great thing about the trailer that came out today at Summer Games Festival is, it's definitely promising to bring new material. The biggest bummer of it, at least for me, is it looks like it's going to be a PlayStation 5 exclusive, and I'm probably years away from getting a PlayStation 5. But I don't know. I might have to get my hands on one if there's more content to this game, because this game means so much to me and has helped me mentally throughout the last year year and a half, I guess, at this point. That to play it again and with new content. This is on PlayStation 4. I don't know how the quality looks streaming through a capture card to Twitch. It looks beautiful in HDR on just like a regular PlayStation 4, but on a Pro or a PlayStation 5, I'm sure it is going to look even better. Yeah, the quality is great, awesome. It is such a beautiful game, and the environments, once the movie part of this game is done,
You're awake.
the environments are
How does
so
it feel to be back in
amazing
the world
looking.
of the living? Don't worry.
That is
Well, of
the
course.
body and face of
Originally,
Guillermo del Toro, who is a really great movie director, but it's not his voice.
call me Dead Man. I'm well acquainted with the dead. Not like you, of course. Contrary to the name, I've never actually died. I would advise against that. I'm no expert, but I can assure you it's for your own protection. See?
We have another long cutscene here,
Prison.
and I can't skip the
These aren't
cutscenes because this is the first time
They're
I'm playing through the
cutting-edge
game
devices that
on
keep
this
us
account.
all connected.
I am going to just run to the coffee machine, fill up my coffee, and I will be right back. Should take me about 30 seconds,
Yep.
but enjoy
Bridges.
the
Best hope.
interesting character Dead man.
Or avoiding extinction, if you prefer.
Right. Where am I? What time is it?
Watch me. Try pressing it against your skin, like this. Relax. That just means your body's got a good connection to the cufflink. Look, look. The cuffs will watch over you 24 hours a day. That is to say, we will. We're here to help.
What the hell? 2 days.
During that time, we took the liberty of collecting fluid samples from you. You're a repatriate. That makes you very special.
What happened to the CD guys?
Central Knot was obliterated in the Annihilation. Game over, man. Place is a crater. The only ones to get it continued were you, for obvious reasons, and your broken bridge baby.
Is it okay?
It's been marked for disposal. Didn't work anymore. Why keep it? We lost everyone. Not just corpse disposal. My team, HQ, all of Redefort, every soul in Central Knot City. We're at our base.
Every like
Capital
main
Knot City now.
hub
Or should I
where
say,
people are living
our
kind
new
of
headquarters.
underground in hiding away from
Sudbury
these
seemed
supernatural
the
kind of
logical
like
choice.
ghost creatures. They're called
But
not
our
cities,
implementation team has been
but there are
decimated,
smaller,
and there's only so
like
much
1
they can
to
do in 2 days.
2 or 3 person areas you can go
Things
to
here are a mess.
and deliver and get packages to
Fortunately,
send somewhere
the
else.
director and his support team were out of town at
But
the time,
whenever they
so
mention
the
a
chain
not
of
city, it's
command
usually
remains
based on,
intact.
very loosely, on certain kind of big cities
I hate to do
in
this
America.
so soon, but I have a job for you. This stencil is from when you repatriated? What's the other mark from?
Clingy woman.
I think Central Knot City was supposed to be New York. We are going to go to Capital
see.
City after this cutscene
Phasmophobia.
by walking there. So,
No wonder you were out there
again,
alone.
if you can walk from
With
New
no one
York
to
to
touch
Washington, D.C., then, more power
I'll
to
try
you.
to be more careful, Sam. So, the job is an urgent delivery. I need you to bring the president some morphine.
What president? America's gone. You talking about the mayor of Central Knot?
No, not the mayor. America lives on, Sam. The president is in the final stages of cancer, in critical condition, but there's still time.
Why me?
Look, Sam. Do as I ask, and I promise it will all make sense.
Why don't you do it?
Because I'm not really here.
What? Rude.
Apologies. This is just a chiralgram. And here, come the tears. Allergic reaction to the chiral transmission. I'm actually over in the isolation ward in the big triangle building. Here is the morphine. Bridges hereby enters into a contract with Sam Porter.
Come on. You got morphine there. What's this about? Tell me the truth.
The truth, Sam, is that America's last president wants to see you.
You'll never guess who the president is.
Are you really about to say no?
No. That's not a bad guess, actually.
Very
It's a female, and it's,
See you in the isolation ward.
oh, yeah, okay. Well, as a child, I probably had a thing for this woman growing up as a child of the 80s. She was one of the few superheroes that I knew at the time. And it's not Deborah Carter.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges.
Alright, let me just check one thing. Alright, there's no train. Why am I holding this? President's Morphin. Okay. Let's put this on my back. Can I carry it? There we go.
Order for South Border Bridges. Request transport of morphine to isolation ward for immediate admission.
No, yeah, it's not Deborah Carter. It's the other superhero of the time.
Check the map
So,
on the cufflinks if you're lost.
as this game starts out, we're gonna get a lot of phone calls. It's like constantly they're gonna call us, they're gonna give us like story downloads, but at least we can actually start exploring the environment, start moving around. I gotta remind myself how some of these controls work. But we're basically walking from this hub city to the Capitol building.
Your friendly neighborhood dead man here. If you want to confirm you're headed the right way, check your compass. It'll never steer you wrong. Provided you got a destination, that is. Central wasn't just home to Bridges HQ.
I'm just gonna
It was
keep
also
talking.
the seat of the
So, good news is it doesn't take long to walk from New York to Washington D.C. because we're almost there already,
And if she hadn't, we wouldn't have either.
and we will have to cross the entire country supposedly throughout the game. The only bummer of it is, I mean, that was pretty much the only gameplay we're going to have for another 20 minutes. I mean, Kojima loves his cutscenes, and, you know, it is so cinematic and so immersive as far as the story. You just sit back and take it in, and he builds these amazing worlds that no one else will ever think up. He truly is on a different level. His brain is like
Like I said, her vital signs are all trending the same
truly
way.
on a different plane of
None that I can
existence.
see. No.
We should start making preparations.
Sam, it's me, Dead Man. Sorry, my mistake.
Dead Man
I'm
as a
afraid the
character
president's
is
condition
truly
has
enjoyable throughout the
deteriorated.
entire story. It gets weirder and
Thank
weirder
you.
as it goes on, but
This will help to ease
very
my-
enjoyable.
and allow her to speak with you in these final moments.
Huh?
The first and last female president of the United States. Surely you remember her. She raised you. You're not exactly dressed for a reunion. Take that off before you come inside.
So that was quite a mission we just went under. 50%, less than 50% damage, which, you know, unless you were really trying to ruin it, I don't see how you could get any kind of damage to that. So, hey, we got our second S rank. Good for that. And we're moving on to the next cutscene. I was saying much earlier that the thing about this game is once the story's over, that's when like the real gameplay
That's
begins.
the president's right-hand man.
But there's a lot of
The director of
gameplay in
bridges.
between these like story moments. It's just
Die
the
Hard.
beginning of this is
You work
very
with Bridges.
cutscene heavy.
So, I guess no introductions are necessary.
What's it been, Sam? 10 years? Look at us. A bunch of deathless freaks meeting like this. Yeah, well...
This is
good to
one
see you
actor
two.
that I didn't know by
President's
name
waiting.
very well. And of course, you don't really see his face until the very end of the story. I didn't recognize him. Tommy Earl Jones.
It's your mother. Bridget. She's a bit out of it, but I know she'll recognize you.
Madam President, we've brought Sam. We'll leave you two alone.
Sam, I knew you'd come back. Are you doing all right?
Hey, DB.
Yeah, I know you hate me.
So it's the Bionic Woman.
Amelie.
Amelie.
You remember Amelie went west. Took her 3 years to cross. She's trying to rebuild the country.
Still going on about that, huh?
You're the one I want.
Oh, thanks so much.
Time's running out.
I decided to play Death Stranding on a new account because of the trailer that came out yesterday for the director's cut. It's going to be a PlayStation 5 exclusive. And the only problem with this is because it's Kojima and it's the first time playing on this account, I can't change. I can't skip the 45 minutes of cutscenes that are the beginning of the game.
We do.
But I definitely appreciate the support.
No, America's finished. Bridget, you're the president of jack shit.
Sam, listen to me. Please. So you are willing to help me?
No, I...
I love you, Sam. I'll be waiting for you on the beach.
Madam President! Oh, no.
Way to go, Daryl.
Need your help.
All hands on deck here. Season B-5. Give me 150 cc's.
So now that Norman Reedus just killed the last president, yeah, it is sad. It is very sad, actually. There is a lot in this story that's a lot about loss. Good job. A lot about loss, a lot about, I mean, there's so many stories. Every character that you meet has like an actual, like a full chapter that focuses on kind of their story. Oh, Mama's there. Oh, but she disappeared. Oh, never mind. But each character has their own story, and some of them are really tragic. Especially Mama, who just was there for a quick second. She's the fourth chapter, which is probably about 20 or 30 hours into the game. This is only the prologue so far. And
listen, no one can.
Sam's story is obviously
it's finished. Now, what happened here does not
the end result, the ending of the game plays out with Sam's story, but the payoff from beginning to end of the story is like really, really good.
Sam, before she died, the president made a contract with you.
What are you talking about?
As a member of Bridges, you're gonna work with the rest of us to rebuild America.
You think you can recruit me? Like she tried to?
She succeeded. Look at your wrist. If that's not symbolic, I don't know what is.
Director, the cancer spread throughout her entire body. Harvesting organs is out of the question, and there is no need for an autopsy. Her body needs to be cremated before she necrotizes.
And if we don't, this place will turn into another crater.
What do you want me to do?
We don't have any porters right now. And the CD
again, part of
the
the whole
are dead.
Story is that whenever someone actually dies, their body basically becomes a time bomb and has to be burned.
The only way there is on foot.
I think there's one other way to dispose of it.
But the chiral density there is off the chart.
But if they don't, the body will basically call what's called a void out, and it'll take out like about 50 miles of land all at once and kill everyone that's in it.
Now get it done, Sam Porter Bridges.
Yeah. Yeah, the mask is really cool. And he wears it for 90%, probably like more like 99% of the story. This actually is kind of an amazing thing. I've never played a game where they've kind of made you do something like this, and you get to do it about 4 times in the game.
Believed in American Reconstructionism. She worked tirelessly to bring the nation together again, and without her, there would be no Bridges. She deserves a funeral with full honors, but we can't give her that. If she dies, America dies.
Without her, Bridges will cease to be.
Listen. Her cremation must be carried out with the utmost secrecy.
Even if we pull it off, what then? Who's gonna take her place? Face it, America's history.
Sam, America isn't dead yet.
He just said that it dies if Bridget dies.
She may be lost to us, but we still have an America worthy of the presidency.
Sorry, what?
Let's not get into it now. What matters is that we're going to finish your mother's work and rebuild America as she intended. That's the reason Bridges exists. So take the first step, Sam, and deliver the president's body to the incinerator.
If we don't all come together again, humanity will not survive. You're the one I wanted to send, Sam. Time's running out. I love you, Sam. I'll be waiting for you on the beach.
Again, Sam has a particular link to the other side. He can kind of sense
the facilities to the southwest.
BT.
Remember that you'll be passing through BT territory.
And the dead.
Built the incinerator way up in the mountains so that the chiral matter in the smoke wouldn't reach the city. It won't be easy carrying a body up there.
We'll be monitoring you around the clock. If anything comes up, we'll offer you support via the cufflinks.
So I'm gonna have to watch, make sure that some of the licensed music isn't playing during this part. This is one of the first few areas where we can actually explore and actually play the game for once. Of course, they're gonna keep calling me and talking.
Explained how to use the cuffs, right?
Which, you know,
The location of the incinerator.
subtitles are there if you want to read it, but it's going to be kind of incessant. So the whole way that these deliveries that you have to constantly do work.
Sam,
Where am I going?
don't think I need to remind you, but every minute counts when
Is yeah, I know. I'm working on it.
48 hours following.
You know, most of the travels you're gonna make. Hey, Noble Unicycle, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you stopping in. That's great. Most of the deliveries you have to make are heavy, and part of it is kind of physics based on how you travel. Sam can get over encumbered, can fall over, and he can damage the packages. We're not necessarily, we're not necessarily worried about damaging the dead body, but it is our dead mother. So we should probably be careful. So basically there's a mechanic where I can balance by holding both triggers, and Sam will kind of like hold his suspenders like he's a 1930s gentleman, and walk that way, and then you're kind of a little bit more balanced and rooted to the ground.
President Bridget Strand was the symbol.
I can also run.
Constructionism. Even with the country
There's a whole stamina
scattered to the four winds,
mechanic,
stopped believing they could be reunited.
and
People held on to their hope that America would rise again because they believed in her.
and once we hit some time fall, you'll see
Country can be rebuilt.
how that's affected. Actually, I should stop for a second and make sure I know where I'm going here. I think I'm going this way. Okay, yeah, okay. That little icon in the distance in front of us is not what we're looking for, but I'm almost positive we have to head in this direction anyway. Why don't we look at our map, actually? Whoops. The map. Let's see. Okay. Again, I haven't played this game in a year, and so some of the buttons are a little hard to remember. So that's just a watchtower. That's the little structure in front of us. This is where we're going. This is the incinerator. So basically, we have to traverse this whole area on foot. You think this feels like The Division, the game? Like the first game or the sequel?
Have a pleasant journey.
So these structures here, you'll eventually be able to make them yourself. I think there's like 7 different kind of structures you can make. This one's the watchtower. Basically, it lets you kind of scope out the terrain. You can go up and down. You can zoom in. You can look for enemies and for cargo and stuff that you can pick up. But not necessary for now. For sure, man, we'll do. Second just has that feel. Oh, okay. Because the second division is, isn't that like...
Yeah,
is it New York based or is that the first one? Can't remember with the division. Or no, San Francisco, right? I think the second division is set in San Francisco. So this is what I'm saying about, I mean, we haven't even gotten to the more lush terrains, but I mean, look at these views. I mean, and believe me, in HDR, okay, let's make sure that the volume, let's see, I hate doing this because I absolutely love every single song in this game, but it is highly licensed, and I've already gotten dings in YouTube. So I turned it down in the game audio, but I do still have it playing through the speaker that is playing behind the microphone. So hopefully it's quiet enough that it's not going to be heard. And I'm not going to be able to talk incessantly throughout the entire song. But what's amazing about this game and what like really adds to the effect of the visuals is, oh, thank you for the follow, Noble. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And I'll have to double check that I know that I've been to your channel. I should have given you a follow. If I haven't yet, I will definitely be returning the favor, because I know you are also working on affiliate. It's set in New York City, and the first was set in DC. Okay. Yeah, the graphics are insane. But this is what happens in like certain points of the chapter, I mean, certain parts of the story. And also when you get to certain regions, like when you crest a hill on the map for the first time, when you reach certain destinations, this is what they do. They play these incredibly moody and truly amazing songs. How do I like? I can't remember how I like. Can't remember what button I press. Is it this? Up, down, over. Can't remember what I do to the like. Whatever, we'll figure it out in a minute. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, don't fall. It's a dead body. Don't fall. Okay, well that takes care of the music. But yeah, so often, I can't pick up that's Chiralium, and if you're paying attention during the cutscenes, they mentioned chiral. Basically, it's like the gold dust that's left over from like the dead souls that roam the earth. Where are we going here? I'm heading this way, I think. Alright, I can turn the music back up. Hold on. This is definitely going to be an adventure, streaming this game. I'm probably not going to do too much of the story. I mean, again, it takes about 150 to 200 hours to play this game. Or at least it takes probably only 40 or 50 hours to play through the story, but it takes about 150 to get the platinum because there's so much post game to play. But that's the kind of stuff that I feel is like stream worthy. This aspect, like we just said, I mean, I've been playing for an hour and 20 minutes, and this is pretty much the first 10 minutes of actual gameplay. So, but once the story's over, there's no more cutscenes to worry about, and not too much musical cues that we have to worry about. Should probably check I'm going in the right direction because it's not really telling me where I'm going yet. I think that I'm almost positive we're heading over there. Let's see. Well, yeah, we're heading in the right direction. Good. Let's actually head down, which is not always the easiest thing to do. So the game mechanics, you either love them or you hate them with this game. There's something that is so structured and kind of basically the game loop. I know that's a buzzword that people use sometimes, but once you get into the kind of loop of what the game needs you to do, picking up packages, delivering them in a certain way, setting up certain structures, and paving the way with roads and bridges and things. It becomes kind of second nature to rather up there we go to know how to traverse the terrain and what you need to get from point A to point B.
Just a bit further now.
Do you have a person? Yes, I do have a oh, because you missed the hour plus of cutscenes. Yes, the person on my back, it's a dead body. It's the president, the former president of America. It's also, as people, as the two characters in the scene said, and Sam agreed, Sam Porter Bridges is Norman Reedus' character here. This woman is known as Sam's mother. So, the president of America, and also Sam's mother, who just died in his arms, and she needs to be incinerated because dead bodies are a problem in this game. You can't have a dead body because a dead body becomes a time bomb, and if you don't burn the body in a certain amount of time, they will explode, and that's not good. But also, the thing about this game is what that means is there are human enemies in this game. Most of them aren't real threats too much until you get to like the last third of the game, but the object of the game is to not kill anybody, not leave any dead bodies. You can only incapacitate them. A very big bomb. Yep. Burn paper. Yeah. Well, we are going to attempt to burn the body, but yeah, there's so much about this game that I don't want to spoil, so I should probably just keep my mouth shut. All right, let's see if we can get through this. Now, if you see the little meter there, that's my stamina, and once my stamina runs out, I will be floating down that heavy current the wrong direction. As I was saying before, traversing, you either love it or you hate it. There's definitely moments in this game that can be... Uh-oh. Come on, get up there, get up there. Alright, let's just stop. There's definitely moments in here that can be truly frustrating. Alright, I'm gonna fall. And I just lost Mama. Where are you? Okay. Alright, we're fine. We're fine. Alright, we are going to try to get through this current here. Let's see. Later on, probably, I think in chapter 2 or 3, we're going to meet a character. We're going to deliver to a character called the Cosplayer, I think. And incidentally, the Cosplayer is a woman that we deliver packages to, but she has a husband, and that husband is played by Conan O'Brien. How Conan O'Brien ended up in this game, I have no idea. But basically, if you deliver something for, I think either for him or for the Cosplayer, you will get a hat, an otter hat that Sam can wear. It looks rather silly on him, but it will help him swim in the water so much easier, and you won't really lose too much cargo. Probably have another song coming here. Nope, just dead man talking. Dead man talking. That was not on purpose, but it made me smile. Alright, so we gotta head in there and we gotta burn this body. And I don't think this is the front entrance, but right, let's go over here. Actually, so let me sit. Why aren't you letting me sit? I'm just gonna save quickly because we're gonna have to deal with some enemies in a minute. See, I think I have to. Oops, wrong button. I have to go over to this side in order to get in the front. Let's see. It's easier to run in one direction than walk in a direction. So if you get a head start, you can kind of let the force of, you know, the weight you're carrying kind of carry you forward. Then you gotta stop before falling over. Again, like I said, with the dead body, it's not that big of a deal, but later on you'll have to deliver thousands of packages. And the quality of the cargo is very important. This is fun. It's like movie night. Just sit back and watch the 2-hour cutscene of Death Stranding's prologue. Actually, this is probably chapter 1, because it's about the president. So there goes the bionic woman's body. And the problem is, it burns the body, which means she's not going to explode, but then it puts chiral dust in the air, which causes time fall. And for anyone who missed it, time fall is rain that makes you age if it touches your skin.
Burn the other cargo while you're there.
It also brings out the BTs, which are kind of the dead souls that are roaming the earth.
What's this?
BB-28. It's the unit Igor was assigned. It was hooked up to you when we found you in the crater.
But why is it here?
Because it's flagged for disposal. Central Knot's gone, and our headquarters along with it. Because that thing didn't do its job.
Look at this bridge baby. This baby in a bottle. Would you get rid of this thing? I would not.
It's still alive.
It can't be repaired. And it can't survive outside the pod. Pity it if you want, but the decision has been made. It has to go. The director approved the order.
Uh-oh. Well, I was just gonna say, just be ready for the jump scare, but too late. So that's a BT, which again, Sam can sense, but he can't see by himself. Sorry, Noob's mom. I probably could have given her a bit more warning.
Sam, do you copy? Damn it, must have lost you in the blackout. Sam, what's your status? Chiralium density is still increasing.
My status is fucked. There's tons of them.
Must be from the bodies we couldn't get up to the incinerator in time. Comes with the territory, I'm afraid.
Can you sit out the rain?
No. They're closing in on my position. I have to move before they realize I'm in here.
Sam, if one of those things eats you, it'll trigger a void out. You'll come back, sure, but the surrounding area will still be a crater.
I got an idea.
Time to plug in. I do not know where he sticks that other end into his body. I don't want to know. I assume it's into the suit, but it might be into his like butt or something. I don't know. And every time he taps into him, he sees visions of Mads Mikkelsen. I don't want to know.
That's it.
So that device is called the Audra deck, and it will help him see things. Because the bridge baby is attached, it'll help him see BTs and other things in the environment that he wouldn't normally be able to see. Okay, so let me
Move cautiously.
Ooh, I gotta remember. Okay, crouch. There we go. So basically, BTs can't see you, but they can hear you. So, best way to do is move stealthily through and just kind of avoid walking directly into a bunch of them, you know. Any holding your breath will like help avoid any of the BTs sensing you. I'm gonna hold my breath as I walk past. The creepy thing is I don't know if you can hear it. The BB cries through the controller. Also, you hold your breath for too long and you could pass out. You don't want to do that. Let's see. We want to get away from these two guys. Alright, well, we're going to walk past these guys as quietly as possible. Can't promise this is going to work, but I think we're probably far enough away from them, but I'm sure there's going to be more in our path. So it's a little nerve-wracking because the baby's constantly crying when you're near BTs. That part makes it a little nerve-wracking, but oh wow, we were really close. Eventually, you're going to get a lot of different items and methods on dealing with BTs, and eventually in the game they're just kind of less of a threat and more of just kind of a slight annoyance. But for now, there's a very good chance we could get grabbed at some point. But we don't have any weapons to use against them at the moment. Because Sam is so special, his bodily fluids, and I'm serious, his bodily fluids become weapons that you can use later on. And you will see, I think, yeah, we're in the clear now. Oh, no, we're not. Where are we going, by the way? I don't remember what the destination is to get out of here. Oh, yeah, we're good. We're good. It is. There's so much about this game that is weird, but it is so wonderfully weird, and that's what's great about it. All right. Just concentrating to get past these two without passing out. Oh, we were way close to him. And if you see, there's so much in this game about babies and umbilical cords and strands of life. I think we might actually be okay now. Yeah, maybe I should keep crouching. Once the Audra deck starts doing that, that means we're probably in the clear. And we don't need to crouch anymore. So yeah, eventually, now if I would get attacked by one of those, basically the ground would turn into like a black tar, and see, we got so that's the BB actually clapping for us through the Audra deck, which is adorable. There's so many things in this game that are just plain old adorable. There's robots and there's so much interaction with the bridge baby. It becomes a very, very essential part of the story, and the bond that Sam gets with it becomes really a beautiful thing. But what I was saying was that eventually, yeah, when you head back to the Knot City, you're going to take a shower, you're going to go to the bathroom, and you're going to find out that the byproduct of those actions are going to produce weapons that you can use against BTs, because Sam's blood is can actually kill, or at least get rid of, the BTs. What does BT stand for? I don't remember. And are we headed in the right direction? I think so. Okay, let's turn the music down again, just in case, so we don't get a copyright strike. And let me go back to Twitch so I can see if anyone's talking. What happened to the lady on your back? Oh, we burned her. We got to the incinerator, we burned her, and it caused the dead souls to show up, and that's what we just kind of got ourselves out of. So we burned the bionic woman, and now she's dust. But we will see. You missed it. Yeah, you missed it. Aw, too bad. It was a very quick cutscene. You didn't miss all that much, believe me. But we will see a lot more of Lindsay Wagner. She actually plays two characters in this game, and there's a lot more to learn about El Presidente. So we're going to head back to the Knot City, and that is our destination, right? Yes, that's our destination. Capital Knot City. So, so now we got BB, and we're forming a bond with it. If we do fall over, we can lose a little bit of blood. Oh, we can select our canteen. Let's do that. Okay, one thing about this game, the product placement in this game is so ridiculous. This game is sponsored by Monster Energy, and boy, do you get to drink a lot of Monster Energy, let me tell you. There's also there's a lot of product placement, and my favorite is Norman Reedus's Ride, his TV show about riding motorcycles across the country. It's like plastered on the shower, like the front of the shower. So every time you take a shower, you get to see an advertisement for his TV show. It's hilarious, and it's wonderful, and I love it. And if you happen to be a fan of Metal Gear, the trailer that came on today, the whole reason I'm playing this today, totally pokes fun at Metal Gear, which Kojima no longer owns the rights to some of that stuff, and the trailer hilariously gets it shows Sam jumping inside a box and pretending to hide from some of the guards, I guess, that are patrolling an area. Is rather comical. And that's a rainbow in Timefall. Oh, and it just disappeared. I know I said it before, but there is so much. I mean, me personally being a father, there is a lot in this game that deals with the loss of a child, the loss of a wife and son, and also a lot with dealing with whether or not to dispose of this bridge baby. That, as a father, it definitely hits a different way. Mm. I imagine I don't have to talk over this song because I think it was written for this game. This isn't a licensed song. %. Well, it didn't go great. So I was at 33% damage or 33% left over of the body. I'm not entirely sure. An A. Okay, I'll take it. And that is the end of that chapter. Again, you don't need to worry about the grades for the story deliveries. It's the premium deliveries that make very little sense doing this early in the game, but the premium deliveries that you need to do in order to get certain trophies in the game. The mouth on that, Norman Reedus. And for those who weren't in the beginning of the central Knot City scenes, that is the body and face of Guillermo del Toro, the director of such movies as Pan's Labyrinth and I think the Hellboy movies, among others. But that's not his voice. Kojima convinced him to get scanned to be used in the game, but they did hire a different actor to do his voice. who Amelie is, who Lindsay Wagner's character was to Sam. It's all very important parts of the story, and it does kind of get explained as the game goes on. But like I said, in the end, the payoff to the story is immensely rewarding. You know, by the time you reach the end of the story, I think it's a really really well structured story. As weird as it is, I think it's, you know, the 40 or 50 hours you have to put into it is really worth it. So this is kind of a kind of home base. There's hundreds of them throughout the map. When you get here, you can do certain things. You can as you progress through the story, there's going to be more things to examine. Right here, this ends up being kind of a diorama of all the different NPCs, characters, enemies, creatures, bosses that you fight. You'll be able to like look through and look at all the different characters. This right here is the truck and the two guys that we were with in the prologue that both got killed by the BTs. You can do all sorts of stuff with Norman. If you stare at his crotch too long, he gets a little offended. Doesn't like it. Doesn't like it. Got a problem? What are you going to do about it? He just gave us the finger. Okay. You can also you can go to the mirror and make funny faces. You can check on your equipment and the BB when it's over here, but right now, Dead Man has it. You can also do something that is very important. Drink Monster Energy. But these, and eventually you can drink beer and a couple other things, and they will refill your stamina and make it easier for you to traverse the area. See stamina increased by 10%. You can boost it up to 25% each time. And you can put on these sunglasses. They're kind of weird though. They make his face look kind of weird. Here's more diorama stuff. Those are BTs. Anyway, the one thing they want us to do is to take a shower. So, as long as you don't mind seeing Norman Reedus basically naked, then here you go. The ride advertisement won't be on this early in the game. Of course, you can't take a shower without getting another call from Dead Man. So yes, Lindsay Wagner, her character did not come back to life. The new president is the old president's daughter, who we just saw in that cutscene earlier. The beach is, I don't know. I don't know if I can actually explain what the beach is without ruining parts of the story, but I think you'll figure it out.
Someone has to carry on her legacy and see our country rebuilt. Cement America's strength. Our new president. A new beginning for our people, for our nation. Under Emily's leadership, we'll reestablish Lucy, the United Cities of America. This is how we'll rebuild our country. Emily put together an expedition. The best Virginia's won.
This is basically setting up the whole reason why Sam has to basically walk from Washington, D.C. to California in this game.
It's all to safeguard the continued independence of HCC. That's what keeps us standing. They want the UCA to be the Emily, their insurance policy makes me know. Homo Venus, militant sexes. They run pensions.
Town's killing people and leaving
I
crazy.
didn't realize that the volume was down.
Right. Nothing's
I apologize if you're missing some of this.
Even engineering void outs.
Oh man, I'm so sorry about that. I turned it down for one of the songs. I don't remember when the last song
Suicide
was.
that took out Central Knot was one of theirs.
Could be. There are extremists like the demons everywhere, plotting in the shadows.
Yeah, this one's
They're
definitely going to be a
decentralized
learning,
by nature. No one organization
learning
to
experience.
rule them all.
As far as trying to avoid copyright strikes with all the
I
licensed
know
songs.
not everyone shares our vision for the future. If we Americans don't come together again, humanity won't survive. I carried my mother's message to people all across the country. But not everyone was willing to accept it.
More than a few would rather stay isolated. Keep to themselves.
Yeah.
Go it alone.
Yeah, they watch it a lot more now than
Like you,
they had in the past, from what I understand.
They think that America
And
can only be
getting a
wielded by
strike
force,
on
by
Twitch
men who tell them what to
is
do.
like, it doesn't
Take
go
away
away.
their freedom and
On YouTube,
them in shackles.
I have 3 copyright claims, but none of them affect me because I don't have.
They're not.
I'm like 980
They're a symbol of our bonds.
subscribers
That's
away
what we
from
need right now.
ever
Not to
earning any
stand
ad
apart, but
revenue
to come together,
on YouTube.
to form chiral knots.
So it doesn't affect me.
Sam,
But
we
here,
want you to go
I think
west
like what,
and
3
finish
strikes and you're
what
out,
Emily started.
and they don't go away.
The people she left behind have been hard at work, setting up Cairo network terminals. But these
Well,
terminals
from
are
what I've
still
heard
isolated.
lately,
We need you to bring them
they don't
online.
actually drop off.
And for that,
But I mean, maybe
you'll need a qubit.
maybe they do after a while.
This contains all the necessary.
It seems like
security
it's
and
so
operations
unorganized as
protocols
far
to
as
integrate a
Twitch is
terminal
concerned
into the
with
Cairo web.
copyright.
Take the qubit west, Sam, and
That
reconnect
they
the
just
people
don't
of our
have
great
it
nation.
structured
And when you get to
properly
City,
to
find Emily.
take care of
Bring
that
her
yet.
home.
After that, I'll take over the presidency and carry on Mother's work to save the country.
This was Bridget's dying wish. This is how we'll move forward.
Please, Sam. We need you.
I'm Sam Porter Bridges now. I'm not a Strand. Hell, I'm not even part of this outfit. You all saw to that. I'm not getting involved with you, or anyone else, ever again.
Wait!
So they actually muted your content
like
so that the music couldn't be heard in the recording?
Sam!
Is that what you're saying, Noob's mom? That's interesting. I mean, that's definitely an interesting way to deal with it.
Stop!
Okay.
Listen to me.
I would definitely prefer if they're going to mute,
covering the world
you know, the 2 or 3 minutes that a song is in there that could be claimed instead of handing out like infractions.
Round it goes. Connect, reconnect. It's not that simple.
All right, Sam. Just take it easy. I get it. You don't have to commit to anything now.
But that might have been
Why not get some rest?
their previous
Good idea.
way of handling it. I think
all
they
need
have
our
changed it in the last
Leave it too long and
6,
liable
7
to
months.
reconnect with the other side. The necessary maintenance has been completed. Various adjustments and fine-tuning for your benefit. You can use it again. For once, it would seem that Dooms and BBs are a good combination.
Oh, BB.
Or perhaps the two of you have something of an affinity for one another.
Now we're going to get into chapter 2, which is a much longer chapter and has a lot more gameplay to enjoy. Once we get through with our scene on the beach.
Sam. Listen. You are Sam Strand.
No, I'm not. Not anymore. My name is Sam Porter Bridges.
I really wonder if Norman Reedus could ever play a character that's not a loner
While stranding,
or a man who
being washed
says,
up
"No,
on the
I'm
shore.
not the man you think I
And
am.
being stranded is when you can't go home.
I'm a rebel.
I'm stranded.
I'm a loner.
Here on the shore.
I'm not going to be what you want me to be." It'd be nice to see him play like a family man or just, you know, a happy-go-lucky dude, you know? Because, I mean, the actor himself is basically the character that he plays on Walking Dead and, I mean, here, except for all the weird supernatural stuff.
You're free.
and it's been quite a few years since I've seen Boondock Saints, so I don't remember if that character was any different.
Come back, Sam. I'll be waiting for you.
It's a little bright.
Wait!
It was all just a dream. The whole game so far, no. No, it wasn't just a dream.
Sam, this is Di Hardman. You were out like a log. Must have been beat. Private rooms come with all the basic amenities. Shower, toilet, etc. Drop in when you need to rest. Inspect your gear, review info, or whatever else. If you have any questions, feel free to ask our staff. But before you do, why not check things out for yourself? See how Bridges operates these days.
He's so touchy. See? I know. We'll go to the mirror and we'll make a funny face if that's what you want to do. Where is it? There. Just a couple, not too many, okay? Check your nasty facial hair. Yeah, it's one of my least favorite ones. Does not look right. One more. Okay. I meant to back away. I forgot. I hit the wrong button. Back. All right. Let's see. I don't think we can make the grenades yet, but let's see what happens when we use the bathroom.
Sam, Hartman here, researcher devoted to uncovering the secrets of the beaches and the Death Stranding, as well as those of dooms and repatriants. When you relieve yourself, a certain amount of chiral matter is flushed from your system. Chiral matter can adversely affect hormone secretion and nervous function. There's a correlation between exposure and the development of phobias, as well as, in extreme cases, violent and suicidal impulses. Chiralium contamination has even been postulated as a trigger for the onset of dooms. Allow me to collect a sample of your excretions for my studies. They provide a non-invasive means to monitor your exposure to chiralium and your overall health.
Hartman's gonna do his science stuff, and then we'll be able to use it later. Because so far we have no weapons yet, and we're gonna need some eventually.
Hey there. Believe we've met. I oversee delivery operations
Mama.
as well as maintenance and repairs. Nice to have you on board. I'm Mama, in case I didn't mention it before. Those there are strands. Not just used for packing, by the way, but for identification too. Take a closer look and you'll see.
So I was wrong. We do have one weapon.
That's your blood.
Strand works a little bit like a weapon. And we'll just check the BB and then we'll get going.
Sam, this is Deadman. I calibrated your BB based on physiological data we collected from you earlier. It's still just a best guess, though. After you take it out for a spin, we can check if you're in sync and tweak the BB sensitivity as needed.
So we can soothe the BB by rocking it. I don't know. This doesn't really seem like a rocking. It seems like a jostling. But whatever works. And I don't think we can do anything to the backpack just yet. But let's take a look at the equipment rack here.
This case will remove any chiral matter still clinging to your suit. Speaking of suits, blue is for delivery personnel, red for medical, orange for corpse disposal, and black for security.
We can change the color on it already, but we'll leave it as it is for now. Okay, 2:22 in the morning. The other thing.
With that terminal there, you can browse the bridge's database.
Yes.
Info on a range
There
of
is
You don't have clearance for everything.
over 100 emails that Sam gets throughout the game that you can read that can kind of add to the story. There's also interviews, and there's lots and lots of stuff to read. Oh, not that. Interviews, tips. Where's the emails? Well, I guess we don't have emails yet. We have no active orders. This is I'm not going to actually play it, but this is the best thing about this game. As I said, this game helped me through the pandemic. If it wasn't for the music in this game and the kind of melancholy of the game, I would have probably not come out of the other side of the pandemic in the same healthy, happy way. I would sometimes play this game and I would come to one of these Knot City kind of Safeway houses, and I would just play through the entire soundtrack and just chill out and let it play in the background. It's definitely a wonderful feature that the game has. And you unlock new songs as the game goes on. This is literally just the very beginning of the songs that you unlock. But by the end of it, there's like 40 low roar songs. There's like a bunch from some of these others. Really, really just amazing music. But let's get out of that because we're trying to avoid any of that copyright problem. Okay. So let's see what we got to do next. Oh, another cutscene. I might need to grab some water. I think my voice is going a little.
Have you had a chance to think it over? Chock full of chiralium, but safe for you Dooms guys to wear. That's all you'll need to go forth and reconnect the world. To make us whole again.
I'm a porter. I don't care about connecting anything. Or making knots. But I'll do what I have to help Amelie out.
Listen up, Sam. The terminals Amelie's people built in the towns and cities they passed through on their journey west.
While
The
Die Hard Man is
the
explaining
network is offline.
this, I'm going to go quickly grab a little bit of water. Be right back.
Sometimes wired, sometimes wireless, and a small amount of data. So, unless the necessary data stored on site, our chirograms won't show up. Amelie and the other Bridges members you've seen around the place are grams generated with local data. In case you didn't know. Anyway, all you've got to do is find the knot, connect your Cupid, and bring Cairo Communications online. Once you connect it to the terminal, you'll be able to initiate zero-time massive data transmission with the UCA network. And just like that, you'll reconnect us not only to each other, but to our past. All the lost and fragmented junk.
I think after I get a
like bringing a dinosaur,
desktop, high-powered desktop that'll actually let me stream through OBS and record large videos.
6 billion years.
After that, I'm gonna have to improve how far away the kitchen is from where I stream, so I don't have to worry about walking away.
And that, my friend, is how we'll beat this thing. Once you establish Cairo Communications, generating grams won't be an issue. You'll also be able to use Cairo printers. Won't be long before we're able to send all kinds of things through the wire.
Except anything original. Or that's got a soul. Nothing real. Just copies.
True. Which is why we'll still need porters like you. Before and after we're made whole, we'll need men in the middle.
No rest for the wicked.
And you're just that man.
Yeah, well, idle hands and all that. We'll give you the details at the dispatch terminal. Make sure you check it upstairs. Drop's waiting up there, too.
These shoes look like they've done some serious miles. Shall I dispose of them?
Wait. Hold on. There's something I want you to look into. My blood seemed to set those things off. Happened more than once.
Set them off? How do you mean?
I don't know. You took my blood, didn't you? You tell me.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Oh man. Some of these characters crack me up. It's just so out there and I love it. I love the kind of dial-up internet sound that you hear when he plugs in.
I'm sorry, Lisa. Don't worry. I'll take care of him. I promise you. Baby. Baby. Baby, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Steady.
So pretty much every time Sam plugs in, he gets just a little taste of Mads Mikkelsen's story through the BB. So it definitely, you'll definitely, if you play this game and you see the entire story, you'll understand what's going on eventually. But to tell you anything about it now would be really ruin it.
Sam, this is Die Hard. Your current objective is to extend the chiral network.
Okay, great.
Don't do it.
So, let's see. Orders for Sam are the story interviews, story deliveries that you have to make. And in fact, they're the only ones you can do right now. So we will take this,
Sam.
and we will confirm. And I don't really need to hear what you have to say about it. Select, accept the order. And so this is the basic tenet of the game. You pick up deliveries from one place.
Sam, we've supplied you.
Yes, ladders. And you can make ladders. Great.
Right now.
You're gonna give me a ladder. You're gonna give me a climbing anchor. You're gonna give me regular old. Oh no, those are Bridges boots. They're not chiral boots. So I got an extra pair of boots and my normal boots, and this is the delivery, and it gave me 4 ladders, which we will need in order to go where we're going. We won't need all 4 of them, but basically the idea is at this point in the game, you're carrying things from one place to a place that's further west. You're going to keep traveling west, delivering items. You're also going to travel north and south. Eventually, you're going to travel all over the place, and you're going to return to places. But the idea is to, because Sam has certain abilities that really nobody else has, it's up to him to spread the chiral network, basically, to increase the bandwidth of the network from one place to the next, and just keep heading west until everyone is finally connected. Why do I need to open this up? Okay, right, we got ladders to use, but we're not using them now. And I think actually we're heading this way. That's where we went, and this is where we're going. Okay. And we're going to place a marker there. And where is it? It is... Pretty sure it's this direction. I just can't see it. It's probably too far away to see. So in the beginning of the game, and believe me, it picks up, the pace picks up as you go, but this chapter is a little difficult. I'm going to talk over some of what he says, because it's going to get pretty annoying. Yeah, I'll talk about that in a minute. But shoot, I lost my train of thought because of Die Hardman. But basically, this, you want to get to your next destination. The only recourse we have right now is to walk there and be rudely interrupted over and over and over again by Die Hardman and the other dude, Guillermo del Toro.
It's easier than you might think. See,
and
all
Mama.
our packages are tagged with Bridges IDs for easy tracking. And your Odra deck is equipped with a scanner which might detect said IDs. Which is a roundabout way of saying that that thing on your shoulder can help you locate mislaid shipments.
Remember, Sam, every parcel is a promise made to a person in need. And they're counting on you to deliver.
So the Odra deck, when you hit R1, it shows you the more troublesome spots in the terrain. Now, if I wanted to, I could put down one of those ladders and it would basically stay in the game and have my name on it. And then other people could come and use use my structure, and I would get a like when they use it. It doesn't account for very much in the game, you know, but you do have to acquire a certain amount of likes, but you will acquire thousands and thousands of likes.
Sam, remember that prolonged exposure to timefall damages cargo containers. Don't stay out in the rain any longer than you have to.
Right, so we got timefall and we got damage to our cargo. Basically, over time, the containers holding your cargo. Hey, Noble Unicycle is about to head out, he says. Head to bed, have a great rest of your stream. Thank you so much for stopping by. Really appreciate it. This is really great that you guys have come in here for this. I know it's a lot of watching of movie and scenes, but this is the longest I've had more than like one person watching, probably ever. So I really appreciate the support. Really, really like it. Thank you so much, Noble. And have a great night. Get some sleep. So the cargo containers are getting damaged, and eventually when the cargo container is fully damaged, then the product you're actually trying to transport ends up being damaged, and then that could cause some real problems for you. But also with timefall, you've got to deal with ETs. When I first played this game, I was scared to death about getting caught by a BT. I'm probably playing a little too fast and loose right here, because I still have very little recourse. Carrying another body, yeah, with the extra boots. Because of timefall, and because we were walking literally across the country, we will have to change our footwear quite often throughout the game. Let me get an idea of where we're heading, actually. Oh. We are heading in the wrong direction. We gotta go over there. Yeah, I went totally out of my way, too. Alright, hold on. I literally have to go very far. Okay. That is unfortunate. That is really unfortunate because well, we'll be fine. Good news is maybe we'll get out of this timefall. I got so distracted by talking about this game. Yeah, we're out of the woods. Stop, grab, go down. So if you didn't catch it, we're using the ladders of Igor, who was the guy we met in the first chapter, or maybe prologue, that we transported the body with, that eventually ended up getting caught by the BTs and killed. His soul lives on in his equipment, I guess. And we thank him for it. Okay, let's make sure. Okay, so we got to get past this. 'Cause I don't think we can go over that. But I really find that this kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Wanted to say menial work, but basically these kind of mundane tasks of delivering these items, I find to be just very therapeutic and enjoyable. And as I said, with the pandemic being at the forefront of my mind when I played this, I can't go this way. What Sam is basically doing is he's delivering packages to people who are remotely speaking with him. And, I mean, you'll see, we haven't gotten to it yet. Every scene you've seen so far has been in person, well, for the most part, except for the virtual moments with Dead Man and Amelie. But when we get to the next city, you'll see that he's going to have a conversation with one of the porters. Grab this up for a little health. But everything is virtual, and it kind of it plays differently when you're playing it during the pandemic, when everyone was sheltered in place and everyone was on Zoom doing virtual meetings and so forth.
Maybe try using the one we issued you.
No, I'm not going to use the ladder yet. Go away. But there's just so many aspects of this game that just really were effective a year ago. Still not able to pick up Chiralium. Okay, let's check where we're going. I think, yeah, so I think we're heading, and there's Capital Knot City. Oh, nope, those are lost packages for Capital Knot City, which I could grab because I think we are going to go back there. It's 2:43. I'm probably going to play for just another 10 or 20 minutes. Tomorrow is Friday. The boys do have school. So I got to get up at 8 a.m. in about 5 hours to make sure that they are in school and
Sam,
learning.
if you come up against a sheer cliff or a steep slope, don't forget about the ladder we issued you. Be sure to try it out. I'd be interested to see what uses a seasoned pro like you might find for it.
So, here's an extra ladder that they give you. And this is a sign. Give that a like. There we go. Basically, you can put signs like this out eventually, not yet, but this way. Okay. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Again, I got to remember how to do this. Push it like that. Do this. Select it. Okay, portable ladder that folds out at a length of 10 meters can be used to climb steep slopes across rivers. Use L2 to ready a ladder. Right. So it's L2. And then we look at where it goes, and it looks good. We'll place it with R2. And we will climb it. just like the sign told us to. Now, here's a problem. This might not work very well, but we got there in the end. We're good. Okay. Let's do a check here where we are. Okay, we're heading in the right direction finally. Was that what a question? Or was that something of a amazement? Okay, this line right here means that we are going to be leaving the chiral network. So you're going to see this a lot. That ladder didn't even touch. Yeah, I know. Some of the physics in this game are a little wonky. So we are now out of the network. And so again, like I said, part of the whole idea with this game is to expand the network. Once we get packages delivered to the next place, the idea is that they will be so thankful that we delivered items to them because they need them so badly that they will agree to join the chiral network. And we're going to use our climbing anchor here. This is a climbing anchor rope, and we're just gonna take this down. These are a certain length, and it is possible to reach the end of our rope and be dangling off a cliff and not be able to safely let go. But this one will work. We can release the rope now. This game is fairly good about collision protection. Oh yeah, also Sam Bridges always gives himself a pep talk. Quite often talks to himself. He talks to himself just as much as Aloy does in Horizon Zero Dawn, which, by the way, this game uses the same game engine as Horizon Zero Dawn. Kojima borrowed it from Guerrilla Games, and there are certain references in the game to Horizon Zero Dawn. You'll see certain characters show up in like holographic form. It's quite nice. Okay, we're heading over there. Is that where we're heading? Are we heading to the weather station? Oh, this is a way station west of Capitol. I'm thinking of a completely different structure that we'll see in another map. Okay, so the yellow is going to be a little bit harder to traverse, and we could have problems, but the blue is safe. Blue you don't need to really worry about falling over. Also, I could have done a little bit better job setting up my cargo here. You can kind of make it a little bit more compact and easier to move around with. But, oh well. We are going to arrive without too many problems here. And then probably have to end the stream there because it is... Uh-oh, the BB's crying. One thing I definitely couldn't do is if I had an actual baby, like, in the house and played this game, I wouldn't know what the difference was because the baby cries so often during this game. And that would just be a real problem.
Sam, he's our man.
See, always giving himself a little pep talk.
Beginning scan. Scanning Bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Cargo verified. Thank you.
So this is the game loop. You go from one place to another. You make deliveries. You talk to the porters. So we have the smart drug delivery, which was the story delivery. We also picked up some lost cargo. But we might hold on to that stuff and deliver it at Capital Knot City. It'll give us the option to
Thank you. We've all been feeling the losses
to
in
deliver
Knot
it
City.
here
No one
if we
seemed to
want.
know what it meant for the organization, or the UCA, or us. And the oxytocin will take the edge off, and that'll be a big help. Won't be long before we're back on track. We may have a luck. This is great.
Yeah. Basically, you're a door dasher.
Everything looks to be in good order. And soon our way station will be too, I hope.
Yeah, you're definitely Uber Eats, but I mean, actually, is a lot of the time you are transporting either medicines or food, or equipment, I guess. Not too shabby. So again, there's 5 different categories. Bridge Link at the top is basically the communal-based, very cool game. Thank you. Basically how you relate to other players and the likes that you give, structures and so forth. And then Cargo Condition is how little damage cargo gets. Miscellaneous is for retrieving lost packages or stolen packages from the NPC enemies. Delivery volume is how much weight or how many pieces you can carry. And delivery time is how fast you can move the shipment from one place to another. But most of those are better left to worry about after you get a lot of different upgrades and structures, especially the zip line, which is the best part of this game. You basically place 2 poles on the map, and you can ride like a laser zip line from one to the other and go, I think, 350 miles between one place to another. And it's like riding a roller coaster. It's so fun. Anyway.
You're with the second team, right? Where are the others?
So he's going to ask some questions. Dead. Cutting the board out. No way. Blast got them all. Just delivery. Second team was meant to bring the Cupid. That's the bracelet, the necklace that he has.
Shit.
Watch your language.
Tell me you brought more than the Oxy, at least.
I've got the Cupid.
You... Really? So it's true. Well, then you just might be the answer to my prayers. So what are you waiting for? You put us on the goddamn grid.
So he wants to be part of the network. He's excited about it. As you can see, he's operating on some kind of dial-up network at the moment. DSL, perhaps. So now we're going to get him on the FiOS. And now he's going to probably look around and say, so this is what the network is like. Great. Because they always do. Alright, so every time you connect somebody, you get some things unlocked. We can create post boxes now. We can fabricate items. We can deliver lost cargo. We can use share lockers. And we open up another section of the map and we can see it and all the stuff that's in it. And it's connected to the network. He's looking around like he's actually physically in the network.
City confirmed. It's really happening. Just like Amelie promised. We can finally do what we came here to do. Hey, you're headed west, right? Gonna be a lot of people happy to see you. I guess you'll keep on till you hit the coast, huh? Which means you'll get to see Amelie in person. Oh, that's something. That is really something. Me, I've never met her. Only seen her holo messages back when I was with the first expedition. Well, anyway, you best be careful on the road. There's some bad people out there. More than good, some say. But I don't need to tell you that.
Boy, that's right. Okay.
Thank you, Sam.
All right, more story stuff and
West
kind
of
of.
the way station are a couple of structures our previous expedition put in place. And beyond, it's on the shore of a crater lake that formed after the first void out.
Okay, so he's telling us the next objective is to go to another Knot City, I think. And then eventually we want to go to Port Knot City
Given the distance, we're looking
so that we can head to the next
center and
map.
power station, as to which you should head more first.
Way stations, distribution centers, the wind farm, which is a pain in the butt, but we won't be doing that today.
Nearby delivery truck.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
So basically, it's a good place to stop. Let me see what the story delivery is. Yes, we can fabricate. Thank you. Great. We'll worry about that later. Okay, great. I can make stuff. Awesome. Make delivery of lost cargo.
Good work, Sam. You.
All right, get those delivered. And then, so yeah, the basic tenet is that you get another package from this place and you bring it to the distribution center that's further down in the map, which is a good place to set up in because there's a nice big hub there. There's a lot of stuff to do there. What I'd love to do, even though it would probably take another hour, is I'd love to stop and show you the Ludens fan, who is actually played by Jeff Keighley. And the whole reason why I played this today, because of Jeff Keighley's summer games festival that had the director's cut trailer in it. But we are not going to make that today. We're going to pretty much stop here because it's 3 a.m. I gotta get to bed. I'm gonna be up in 5 hours. All right, I believe that. I was waiting to see if it's saved. I don't see any save notification. That's fine. Even if that didn't save, we can do that again some other time. Well, you know what? I will save anyway. I'll just come over here and save. System. Okay, and save. Yeah. I'm gonna be ending the stream. DB's in the same time zone, so good time to stop for the day. I may stream this once a week or once every 2 weeks. Right, yeah, because you're Central Time, Noob's mom. If I play through this entire game, it's going to take up months of my time. And if I stream it, once every week or two, it'll take probably 6 months to get through the game, but at least I'll be able to play other games, stream other games, actually play games on my normal account, and fulfill my duties for the trophy website that I work for. So I may or may not play this again in the future, but I kind of enjoyed playing, and I definitely enjoyed the company. I absolutely appreciate Noob's mom, DB Gaming. I appreciate you guys hanging out for the almost the entire stream. I really appreciate it. And Noble Unicycle 36 as well, who did have to leave. So this was Death Stranding, and we got through the first chapter and a half. But for now, we're gonna call it a night. Thanks so much for. It has Daryl in it, so you gotta watch. love Norman Reedus. Yep. But I definitely appreciate you guys coming in. Thanks so much, and I'm sure I will talk to you, both of you, on the Discord at some point in the next day or two. Take care. You as well. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to be heading out. So hope you enjoyed what you saw, and hope you learned a little something. Death Stranding. Looking forward to the director's cut, even if I don't have a PlayStation 5. Looking forward to that coming out. Okay. Thanks for stopping in. Take care.